Hey there guys, FuryTomic here. Okay, so it looks like some people still don't understand the concept of the theater system. I get it. It's relatively new and seemingly complex to the majority of casual players, and or those who haven't had an experience with this new mode before. Seiya has also made a video about the theater system, but I'll also make this video to help clarify some things too. Theater is essentially defense drill, but as an event. Don't think of it like, oh no, hard is only for Dalaos, I'm a pussy and go easy full way. No, it's not even close. Think of this as basic, intermediate, hard, just like the combat simulations you have been doing. Theater system is also a joint collaboration between all participating commanders. So you, me, Dalaos, casuals, tryhards, brainlets, etc. We all contribute to the theater progress towards completing maps. Think of it similarly like Operation Mode from Battlefield 1, or Breakthrough Mode from Battlefield 5. Say for example, the events today from the event. Majority of the participating commanders have contributed an assault progress of 25% on easy mode.
Bruh.
And a stronghold was already unlocked.
Damn, son.
Meanwhile, 7% on normal and 8% on hard mode. Casual shaming aside, let's go into some of the basics of how the theater system works. Save your questions first, because it may be answered while I try my best to explain where it's understandable and not frying your brain to act like a caveman who just discovered a TV remote. There are 4 difficulty stages in total for the theater system. You have elementary, which is easy, intermediate, which is normal, and advanced, which is hard. And eventually you have Centrum Zone, also identified as Core Zone, unlocked when all 3 difficulty stages are 100% complete. Centrum Zone will be challenging, but also profitable. You could possibly become a top 20% Dalao if you try hard, along with getting a head start on building your AT4. We will explain Centrum Zone in another video, because I would like to go over the basic foundations of the theater system. The theater is open for assaults from 5 AM to 4 AM each day. So pretty much it's open for 23 hours daily. You can only launch 2 theater assaults per day. You should always launch 1 assault on the region that has a support bonus. And it's okay if you aren't sure whether you can beat it or not. You get 1 free undo each day. Support requests are triggered when you have a stage with the lowest progression. For example, today's assault gave a support request to normal stage because it has the lowest progression. After using up your support bonus, you should use your second assault on a map you can clear that gives you the most points. This will usually be the uncleared map in the hardest area, though it can be a different boss map as well, since bosses give a lot of bonus points. The points you earn from doing these assaults can be spent on certain things, such as scouting and upgrades. Upgrades will allow you to unlock certain facilities, and help provide certain bonuses to your stage. Keep in mind though that the level of your facilities are shared between all participating commanders. You can also increase the amount of total points by investing into these facilities. Just a tip and advice from me, I would not invest all of your materials into the facilities right away. Wait for HOC facility to unlock in hard/core mode and dump into there. Or ferry facility if you find yourself needing more taunt or airstrike uses. I recommend saving some of your materials for core facilities, and always save some for investigating/scouting, one of the other features in this mode. We will talk more about scouting and facilities shortly. Points that you earn from successfully completing each assault counts towards your progress of completing the theater stage. If you want to earn more points, you should try to bring in advantage T-Dolls to your Echelons. Advantage T-Dolls will help boost your point income to earn more points. We will explain this more in Echelon teams. As you start progressing further into the stage, enemies start becoming stronger. Don't fret though, if you find that the enemies on easy are a piece of cake, why don't you take a step out of your shell and try out normal. Be sure to review the enemies that you are about to face first before committing your echelons to that assault. You may need to adjust your echelons a bit. Still, find that normal is still easy peasy lemon squeezy, try out hard mode, and seriously, it's piss easy for now. If you're able to clear up to most of Chapter 3 from Continuum to be continued. How the fuck you pronounce this?
Continuum.
Okay. Anyways, you shouldn't be having too many issues with hard mode. If you did, I think it's better off if you can at least complete normal mode. Next up is investigation, but everyone calls it scouting. For the sake of being simple, I will call it scouting in this video. Scouting definitely seems confusing to most players, based on the results of day 1. Woo! That's raising my likelihood of not having to dress up in M1 Garen swimsuit cosplay. Okay, but let's be clear here. Scouting does not affect your progress of advancing levels or theater stage. You also need materials to run scouting. You can gather more materials by performing assaults. It does not consume any other resources except for materials. Think of this as gambling. Scouting results are also affected by the number of players that choose a certain location. It's a fun little mini game in which you try to scout the zone that the fewest people will go to, with little information to go on besides the previous day's results. The minority winner, the least chosen option, will earn 200% of the points based on the option chosen. The majority vote, however, will only earn 50% of the points based on their chosen option. The middle takes home 100%, or the exact same point value. I will take day 1 voting as an example. You have 3 options, which is option A, 30 points, option B, 40 points, or option C, 50 points. The most chosen location, option A, only gave those who chose A 15 points. Option C was the second most chosen location, which gave 50 points. And the least chosen location, option B, gave 80 points, because it was the least chosen. So, don't just keep voting for A or C. God damn it, Seiya and GFC. Take a chance and vote for other options. Who knows? He may be the winner and earn way more points than everyone who chose the other 2 options. And this is why we're doing Dalao bettings.
I like how you add E into the equation and it just goes what the fuck.
Yes, it's possible for scouting to give you fewer points than investing into facilities. But on average, you'll get way more points back since you'll both win some and lose some. Did you know that you can increase the number of drones you can send out? Increasing the number of drones sent does increase the betting amount you are placing. It's like a risk-reward style of mechanics. If you plan on sending out, say, 24 drones like I did, make sure you have 240 material available to spend. You can just scout right after you finish your daily 2 assaults each day, because you'll definitely have enough materials that way. The crucial part to winning the theater stages is having a functional echelon. Echelons can come in many forms, shapes, types, and fitting for certain stages. Keep in mind that your echelon may work for one stage and certain types of enemies, but may not for the other. These are suggestions provided by Discord user Yuko1428, a Girls Frontline Corner staff member. I will overlay most of the suggestions provided to give people a better understanding of which echelon to use for enemies and difficulty. All of these have the names of enemies you will face. Most of it is a general idea to hopefully allow you to think of what kind of echelon you should have, and what to not use in the upcoming stages. You can also see what kind of enemies you will be facing by reviewing the enemy information provided on the map. On certain maps and zones, you will have advantage dolls. You can find a list of dolls that can give extra bonuses 2 points by clicking on the advantage dolls icon when you're setting up your echelon. Bonus T dolls grant a minimum of 5% bonus each, and scales up to 8% at level 100, so 0.03% per level. Keep in mind though that the maximum bonus percent you can have is 24%, so you can reach it with any of the following: 3x level 100 bonus dolls, 4x bonus dolls that have at least 134 levels total, so level 30 on 3 with 1 at 1 level 44 will be doing it, or 5 bonus dolls at level 1. If you have level 1 bonus dolls, like me for example, they don't need to be part of your fighting echelon. Instead, those dolls can be left on a dummy echelon you can set up. Yes, even if you don't have that dummy echelon that has all of your advantage dolls, it will still count and give you the extra bonuses. However, if you have sufficient combat reports, you should try to raise their levels to increase the combat efficiency and bonuses you could potentially earn. Did you know that combat efficiency can also affect the amount of points you can earn in boss stages? Your score gain before spending materials varies based on your combat efficiency against elite units. So, if you kinda fucked up today, don't worry. Take it into account next day when you decide to set up your echelons, because the vast majority of your theater points come in the later half of the event. And here are some words of wisdom from DMS.
Slug's massive damage bonus obviously nets you more points than Buckshot. Unconfirmed if this behavior is fixed for EN. Slug SG as leader for more combat efficiency. HG contributes very little to boss combat efficiency, so throw in a real gun instead. But this may kill your real field performance, so either get good or suck it up. MG/SG teams should have as much armor as possible to reach point of no more combat efficiency return. But you should also harmonize other nice formation buffs. More HP equals into higher score ratio than any other stats like damage and accuracy. More doll gives more combat efficiency. Oath gives more combat efficiency. Variety of fairies available is more important than having 5 stars. Wiggle around to see which gives best. Shield, armor, mortar, airstrike, taunt, and surprisingly, sniper tends to give more scores. For some counterintuitive reason, ARs pump out more combat efficiency with T-type exoskeletons than X-type exoskeletons. With exceptions, like construction and surge, skill level will contribute to combat efficiency. This includes Hawks.
Finally, the other piece of info to cover on is facilities. Facilities help give bonuses, such as an additional echelon team, increased fairy points, and HOC usage. Please keep in mind though that not all of these bonuses are available on certain difficulty levels. The first is Forward Barracks, which gives an additional echelon team. You start off with 3 echelons. As the barracks increases level, you gain 1 additional echelon. The maximum amount of echelons you can have is 6 total. If you plan on investing into the Forward Barracks, I would only do it up until the HOC facility is unlocked. Investing in only Forward Barracks will actually do nothing but strangle less prepared players for this event, like some of you guys watching this video. You should invest into the HOC facilities more as soon as it's unlocked. Some of you guys might go, "Hey Fury, what is a HOC facility?" Well, the HOC facility is available in advanced and core stages. What this facility does is increase the number of usages that you can have for your HOCs. Whether you're using AGS-30, BGM-71, 2B14, AT4, and so forth. You start off with 3 HOC uses per HOC. As the HOC facility increases level, you gain 1 additional use for each of your HOCs. The maximum amount of uses you can have for your HOCs is 6 total. Even if you do not have HOCs, you can still cooperate and help dump materials into the HOC facilities for hard and core stages. That way, you can still earn points towards increasing your total points to get better rewards. You can find what rewards and total points you have earned so far by selecting the Point Rewards tab on the left corner. The third and final is the Ferry Facility. This is where you have more ferry points as the facility is leveled up. Keep in mind that Ferry Facility is available only in intermediate, hard, and core stages. Just like the HOC facility, the Ferry Facility increases the number of commands that you can have for your ferries. You start off with 5 command points. As the Ferry Facility increases level, you gain 5 additional ferry commands. The maximum number of command points you can have is 20 ferry command points total. As mentioned with the HOCs, even if you do not have ferries, you can still cooperate and help dump materials into the ferry facilities for normal, hard, and core stages. That way, you still can earn points towards increasing your total points to get better rewards. A win-win situation right there. If you feel like you fucked up massively in this entire event and couldn't get enough fragments for Hamikaze's long-forgotten cousins, AT4, it's not the end of the world either. More theater events will come later on too, giving you a chance to try again and earn more fragment pieces to get yourself that sweet-ass 5-star AT4. Good luck guys, and I hope this video helps clarify about theater mode. If you guys still need some more references or ideas, there will be links to more about the theater system provided in the description below. Thanks guys for tuning into this video. Hope this helps. Good luck, and see you out there on the theater system.